let me fix my light. I just finished my taxes, so that's always fun stuff. So I'm like the last person to do taxes. I'll like wait till the last minute. I remember driving up to the post office at 11 o'clock at night one year. Yeah, I'm not the best at tax, but it's done. So we're grateful. Good dawning, everyone. Welcome to another fabulous and furry episode of Good Dawning here. And we'll see who we got here. Lindsay, good dawning. Care Bear. Of course, if you missed Care Bear this dawning, I was in and out of the chat, mostly out. So if you see me say hi and then you don't see anything else, I'm just busy running around in the background here. And but yeah, so it was Care Bear there. If you missed Care Bear in the dawning, check her out at 6:30 my time. So I may not always be there either. Or 8:30 for most of you guys on the more populated side of the country, out in the East Coast there. But good dawning, Lindsay. Good dawning, Neil and Shelly. We love you, Helene. And all right, Laura B. Laura B will be live tonight. So tonight with her tarot and oracle. So it's a 2 for Tuesday here on Mr. Floyd's Universe. And so yeah, Laura will be live tonight. We'll have tarot and oracle 7 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll get your questions in, and we'll have to come back and do our taxes. Got up and got those done. I'm in a weird view and running out the door. All right, so favor Millie with the weird view there. So yeah, sometimes you get the chat kind of, and it looks a little different there. All right, so favor Millie, safe and favorite travels there. All right, so let's see what we've got. Hershey, the Shadow Reader, good dawning as well. Suzette, welcome. All right, so today we're going to work with, get myself centered here after doing taxes. You can fall uncentered real quick. The Divine Masters deck, we're going to work with that. We're going to work with cards there. And let's get the microphone, get that out of the way. All right, we've got the Golden Healer for today. Take away the energy from doing taxes and all that jazz. Victor, good dawning. Victor is in the chat as well from Truth Wave. If you're missing Truth Wave at 9:45 in the AM and the PM there, that's East Coast time, then you are missing out. Most of us are generally there in the dawning in the evening anyways. Millie is firing it up already. Yeah, she's got kids on spring break, so she's running them. I think she's running somebody to work right now. But kids on spring break will do that. So all right, so here we go. We got the Golden Healer we'll work on today. And today we have the Worry Line and the Sun Line. And of course, anytime somebody comes into the store and they want a worry stone, we tell them that we won't sell them a worry stone. You actually know if you carry a worry stone with you, right? One of those thumb stones, and you carry a worry stone with you, you have a 50% chance higher of a heart attack. You increase your cortisol levels as well. And amongst, it's probably crooked here. There we go. You do good dawning on the side, right? Let's straighten this out. All right, there. Wait, one more. There we go. All right, so you increase your cortisol levels. You can also increase your blood pressure and raise your you will end up gaining weight and falling into a more depressive state if you carry a worry stone. So anybody who comes into the store, ask for a worry stone at the crystal shop. We always tell them that it's an abundance stone, and if they have something to worry about, then don't ground it. Because you carry a worry stone, you realize this or not, if you carry a worry stone on your personage, then you will actually create more worry within your frame. It's crazy how these things actually work, but you bring up worry into your universe, you all kinds of craziness happens there. But all right, let's take a moment and ground into the energies and clear some things out. Work with the cards first and see where they tell us that we might or might not need to clear here. And Hershey, welcome. If I see you again, I'll give you a, there you go. You split the deck and you open it up to Saint Germain. All right, so we shuffle here. Let's cut these into 3. And of course, you saw Care Bear this morning. You already had a reading, but this is just for our collective here. And if you're watching in the rewind or the replay, whenever you are watching as well. All right, so we cut those into 3. We'll take the bottom card as the energetics we want for today, and the top 3, 1 day 12, as how to obtain said energetics. And the bottom card, we have Ishtar. All right, so we have Ishtar. Inner learnings, follow your heart, truth prevails. So in your case here, what you needing to follow for today? Inner truth. And let's see here. Thoth. All right, so we have Thoth as well. And Thoth is a divine magic. So the teacher awakens, the student becomes the best, right? So follow your heart. So it's asking you first off to inner learnings, right? So student becomes the teacher. So what inside you can help you your inner learnings, right? Become the master, so to speak, right? All right. So the next card we have then is Lady Portia. There we go. And Lady Portia, overcoming limitations. So in your universe, there, what are you overcoming? What limitations might you be overcoming in your universe? Karmic release, let go of the need to be right. A lot of our needs to be right will put us right. Yeah, on the floor. All right, and finally, Horus. There we go. We all know who Horus is. All right, not Boris, but Horus, and manifestation vortex. Belief makes manifest. All right, so thoughts attract and create. So what are you believing about your universe, yourself, your life in general there? So yeah, that's a good question from Saint Germain's twin keeps showing up. Bing, Lady Portia. So yeah, Lady Twin Flames, right? Lady Portia was the card from Sunday when your week with Archangel Raphael. I said I thought it was Mary, but her energy was there. But no, it's Lady Portia is Twin Flame for Saint. Thank you, Millie. I truly appreciate that. Is the Twin Flame for Saint Germain. So in that case, yeah. So maybe your twins coming in. Maybe you're finding your masculine in your if you're divine feminine and you're stepping into your masculine, or maybe you are feminine and finally finding your divine feminine and you've been in your masculine the whole time. It can happen. I mean, I'm a male who's more divine feminine, more in my divine feminine. A lot of that has to do with your programming, your sign, like it's a Cancer. We're already the divine mothers of planet Earth, right? In some aspect. And so in that way, yeah, you can be a male and be in broken divine feminine, or a feminine and living in broken divine masculine quite easily. It all depends on how you were raised, what you were taught, the energies of your sign, and whatnot. Sarah, I always wished I had. Well, welcome, Ciro Moonstone Mystic. Welcome. I haven't seen you here before, and if you've been here before, I just missed you in the chat. I apologize. I only see about 30%, not even of the chat, because I'm doing my thing here. All right, Norval. Why does Norval not have a wrench? So we're going to fix that here. Add Norval. Why do you not have? There you go, Norval. All right, Norval. You are there. You go. Norval has a wrench now. I've been waiting to see you on the regular live there. Finally cut you there. So we give Norval a wrench. All right, Josh. I love your readings and get different messages from your cards. They often have synchronicities. And that's the spirit saying, pay attention. Thank you, Care Bear. I appreciate that. And I got to get you an email. Eventually, we're going to have Care Bear on. And I say these things, but then I always forget to do the email. It's just like, so yeah, Care Bear. Eventually, we will have you on next couple of weeks, hopefully, to do astrology for us. Care Bear's been studying astrology for like a year and like a professional studying like of astrology, not just like reading a book or taking a few classes. She's taking a real course. And so in that aspect, she's been doing it for a year and a half. So we'll have her on. We need an astrologer on the channel, and everybody's seen Pam Gregory, and everybody knows all the big astrologers. So let's give somebody somebody in the family here an opportunity to flex their skills. So yeah, okay. If you want to email me too, that's great. Either way, 16-year-old chauffeur. So yeah, Millie's out with her daughter, who's driving her 16-year-old chauffeur. So safe and favored travels. And if you've ever had a 15 or 16-year-old chauffeur, seatbelts on, and yes, eyes to the road there. Favor. For sure. And it's not like when we grew up driving. There's tons of more cars, and it's a lot more. You ever notice the roads these days, at least in Denver for sure, they put up all these pillars, and it looks like you go down one road, and it used to be a lane and a lane and a line, right? No, not anymore. You go down some roads in Denver, and it literally, it looks like, mind blown. There's all these pillars along the side for bike lanes, and then concrete along there, and then these big I don't even know, like light things that hang over and you look down and it's like squiggly lines. It's insane. So favor to anybody learning to drive these days. All we had was the road and a line down the middle, and you stayed on your side. And now we get the bike lanes and the crossing walks and the flashing and the bashing and it's all, there's purposeful reasons behind all this stuff. But if we ever open a Rumble channel, we can go over that. But yeah, so distractions on the road, right? Like yeah, all right. Well, we had pole position was awesome back in the day. I remember playing pole position was the game, right? Um, now you can get in a BMW simulator, whatever. You won't even know the difference. But I mean, you do, but between that and the car itself. But so yeah, safe and favored travels. Anybody learning to drive these days? Favor. At least you got the third brake light with all that jazz. But and the car will automatically stop. Most cars nowadays will instead of you remember you have to your driver ed teacher hitting the fake brake pedal, or they had the two pedal system, right, with the lever thing across the bar across, right? So yeah, so now you don't need any of that. The car will stop itself. So at least in that aspect, it's learning to drive, right? All right, very difficult game, pole position. All right, so let's work with. So these are crazy guys. So real quick, we'll go over this one more time here. We have Ishtar. I'll follow your heart, Toth, with your divine magic. So bring in the magic to overcome your limitations, right? With Lady Portia here. And of course, with Lady Portia being, as Millie stated there in the chat, gratefully, the light to Saint Germain, the divine feminine to his divine masculine there. The twin flame. There we go. Exactly. And twin flame can be a lot of different things. Don't just think of it as somebody who's coming into your universe to show you, to mirror everything for you. It could be lots of different things, but so Lady Portia. And then finally, Horus. It goes to Boris the Spider. We have Horus. And so manifestation vortex. English is easy, right? Belief makes manifest. So, and this is true, and it's been a constant in my universe to not overrun myself with negative beliefs, right? Especially so we still work on that. It's nothing's perfect here. We still healing, right? Golden healer. The healing never really stops, guys. It's not like one day you go, all right, I'm healed, and then we just move on from no, this is a forever project here, right? Once you choose once you've played everything else, in Avalon and been a fireman and whatever else, you've ridden a rocket and you've done all these things, you've come to Earth and played all the other games, as so to speak, on the game board of planet Earth. There's not much left. Once you get to the Ascension game, then you're pretty much at the end of the game board, but waking up into the Ascension process is realizing that you're the source of the game to begin with is not the easiest. Takes you got to clear a lot, right? All right, guys. But that's where most of us are at, right? Is at the end of the game, and the final roll of the dice, right? All right, so let's do the palm readings here. We have card number 46 and card number 47 today. eBay. What about eBay there? I've been on eBay. Anybody been on eBay lately? I haven't been on eBay in forever. I do have like a perfect seller rating on eBay, but generally anything you find, unless you want something old, you just find it on Amazon. All right. I need a Hershey's Kiss Cup now. All right, for that alone, Hershey. There we go. All right, standard moderator there. All right, because we're all family. I don't give anybody has more power. We all have the power, right? We're all we all have the power, like He-Man, right? All right, so the sun line today is the sun line, and I didn't look at the card in advance, so let's see where the sun line indicates confidence. You are easy to get along with and have the potential for success. And again, not all of these lines, it's also the line of Apollo, will be on your hand. And all right, so the sun line, it should be the darker line, right? Whop. There, so the sun line. If you have a sun line, not everybody does. Some of these lines, and the next one we'll have its worry lines here. So of course, again, like if you're carrying a worry stone, and I didn't correlate the two, but it just came up as the next card underneath this one. So worry lines. Worry lines fill in here. Okay, so worry lines fill into your palm here. This makes sense, and it's right there. All right, so do you worry? You carry a worry stone, because if you do, you have a bigger chance of a heart attack, higher cortisol rates, you gain weight, you could lead towards diabetes and other medical issues as well. And your body will not know the difference. Would you carry a worry stone and say, I have a worry stone in my pocket? Your body shifts immediately into looking for reasons to worry. You start worrying, and it's like an instant shift, right? Your body does not know the difference if you I've now purchased a worry stone. It's going to want to use it, and it will create reason to use that. New Jersey, we don't have to pump our own gas. Yeah, you guys are in New Jersey though with the filler up unleaded. I don't think I've said filler up unleaded, but like once in my entire life. I've been to a self-service gas station. Um, but that does preclude the fact that then everybody who needs gas you need jobs, right? And until they have robots, at least you're paying $20 an hour to fill gas, or $18 an hour. I don't know what the minimum wage is in New Jersey. $11 an hour. I know in one state it's still like $6.75. I think in like somewhere in Arkansas or something. All right, these fine lines are common and most are unimportant. These are if they are crossed. If they cross the lifeline, so if you have worry lines that cross, this is the lifeline right there. That's your lifeline. So if you have worry lines that cross the lifeline, they could have negative effects on your health. You could try meditation or self hypnosis. So if you have worry lines, so little lines that would cross over your lifeline, so you'd have to check. Maybe a magnifying glass, maybe in hand. But if you do, then Dale, good to see you, Dale. All right. Hi, Josh. Hi, beautiful souls. Hope we are having a super high vibrational day. Much love. All right. It's Favor to Dale in South Africa. Believe it or not. I mean, crazy, right? Small world. Remember back in the day, I've said this before, but if Dale wanted to watch me in South Africa way back, I would have had to have rented a satellite truck, then rented time on a satellite. So I would need a professional satellite coder, right? Somebody who can run the satellite truck, sync into the satellite. Then I would need a transceiver somewhere to receive that, and then a broadcast emitter. So this would have cost thousands of. It's just crazy to think that we just do this through the internet. And that may have answered the noise outside. May have answered the question about them repairing my patio. I'm hearing lots of banging around out there. So wonder if they came back and they're going to fix it. So they started fixing the patios and then they disappeared. But my patio, you could drop down to the second floor from my apartment there if you want to. All right. Mental frustration came up with the butterfly reverse. Now Josh is looking at worry lines. That is a cool synchronicity. Hopefully you don't have any worry lines. I don't seem to have any that cross over, maybe one. So yeah, you may need to get a magnifying glass to check, but I never ate it, threw it away, and eventually, but it was a great birthday gift for my 40. Okay. Favor. So yeah. All right, so let's see what we've got for today. Who we're going to channel. This may be a couple minutes shorter since I do have to go to the crystal shop after the show here. Care Bear, I love synchronicities. The synchronicities lately have truly been kind of crazy here, but my worry lines don't cross over. There we go. I have to go. Grace, much love and favor. Bosto. That Bosto comes from R. Wayne Steiger, who I haven't watched in a few minutes here. Be of service to others. I've actually watched a lot less YouTube, and to be honest, if the title itself has anything like we're all doomed or what's going to happen in the next, the collective must know, none of that. I'm not down with the energies of any of it anymore. The emergency broadcast about this or what you must do now or no, stop. I've kind of let all that go, and I don't know about you guys. And I think Saint Germain wants to talk about that as well, like the fear porn that's been kind of playing around in the greater source field. I have only one worry line, but it's deep and crosses over far. All right, well, favor there, Shelly. Hopefully, nothing too big to worry about there. It's 3 straight days of watching random movies, which mentioned the exact day I was watching. Well, that's a hell of a synchronicity, to say the least. You don't have I don't have a sun line. That's you're all dim there then, Scotty boy. Maybe you have a moon line then, right? I don't know if there is a moon line, but no, some cross, but at the top. Wow, Henny, that is an amazing synchronicity. But yeah, so for myself, um, and I'm not going to mention any specific channels. There's a few that have seemed to have gone, and it seems like the past like headline after headline, or I didn't say headline, but title card. There we go. After title has been, what you need to know now. Oh my God, or the stock market's crashing, and of course it went back up and made more points. But the next few days, right? Seems like somebody might have been playing some countries for a fiddle, but either way, and yeah, and so. But are you grabbing all those energies or not? That's yes, they change. The lines can change over in time. That is absolutely correct, and there it is. It's still there. And this is the one that's right there. It's a relationship line, right? 99% of my life, nothing was there, smooth as a baby's butt. But recently, a couple years ago, line started growing in. So yeah, they can change. So for myself, people be like, oh, no relationships, have a nice life, and then oh, now there's something coming in, but we don't know. Yeah. So you as your energies change, so do your lines. And if you keep track, I recommend, if you really want to see your change, every 2 weeks, take a picture of your hand, put it in, just save it in a folder or something. But every 2 weeks, take a picture of your physical hand, and watching a teenage boy practice martial arts with some stick twirling under a cherry blossom tree. Awesome sight. Super magical flow. How cool. How cool is that? So yeah, so from your universe there, take a picture, and then every 2 weeks, you can see if there's changes in your hands or not. Most likely, if you're not changing, there won't be any change. But if there's a change in yourself, um, I can get a little OCD. I sense I might get too fixed on that. There you go. Very nice. Awesome, awesome. All right. So from your end, and I'm going to bring in Saint Germain to channel here, but from your end, are you still seeing that? There's a bunch of channels that I used to watch, and I don't anymore. And I mean, I'm even going to state I don't watch too much Arwayne Steiger anymore because it's just I'm not looking for that heavier energy. I'm not looking for we're all doomed and yeah, it's going to take us over or any of that. I kind of put all that aside because it's like I already got enough to deal with my own universe, so to speak, and not that I'm dealing with it. I'm letting Source deal with it and my higher self. But I've already got enough going on in my universe, right? That do I really need to be captured? It's one way to look at it, or even grabbed by that energy of things could happen, or it's what you must know, or the eclipse is going to bring, or in 2025, 5 things to survive, or whatever it is that they're putting out there these days, right? Those titles, and the doom scroll titles that we've been seeing lately. Henny. What did Henny say there? We got a lot of. All right, Bonnie Bensky and I are going to the beach. Ooh, awesome. Little ninja boys around here spinning sticks. Really, if you guys are, that would be amazing. And you guys are close enough to all you guys on the East Coast there. I want to go to the beach. It'll be like 3 days later. 3 days later, it'll be 2 days later, actually. I could get to the beach closer if I go through Texas or drop south and head to the Gulf Coast. But yes, we receive exactly what we give. But the question is, we also receive what we're watching. And if you're watching all this fear porn, all the beach, all these incredible titles that have been coming out lately by certain channels, and one of them is, it kind of floors me because he used to be not so sensational, even if at least in the titles, right? But I don't know what happened, but one of our main guys there went, and I'm not, and again, I don't want to give names. You do what you choose, and you run your channel however you choose. But for myself, the fear porn, when you start throwing out the fear porn and all of that, he's literally in his gi. Oh wow, how cool! Wahoo, the Jersey Shore. There you go. It'd probably be a little too cold to get in the water, but so yeah, if you're watching those things, then just keep that in mind, how it could be affecting your energetic field, right? So if you're watching um, a reader or a show, not even tarot card reader, but a show, and the title is what you must know to survive 2025. Really? What do you must know? What does he know that you don't know? What are they teaching you? Remember, everybody's in their own energetic toroidal field, right? So your world, what you see out of your eyes is based on what you have in here, right? I mean, Right. And so I must not have. No, kidding. But uh, so what you see out in your universe, then, if you're watching all of this porn and fear porn, not porn, but fear porn and frustration and worry and this is going to collapse or the stock market or the trade war, whatever it is that they're telling you, or that even our spiritual this and that, and we've been co-opted in the war, whatever, spiritual warfare, none of it. Remember, what you spin up in your universe is going to regurgitate back in your outer verse, and so to speak, and what you see and what you feel. And if you're already not in the space and you start your Dark Knight or what have you, they have some monsters in Portugal, and you start working through all of that. Then you start seeing, is that going to help your ascension? I'm going to bring in Saint Germain to kind of smooth this out here. But Dale, I so agree. I have neighborhood kids behind me, and I play outside, laugh, and yell car. It's dead end, and I love hearing them. Yeah, you don't hear any of that here. There's kids all over the place, but you don't see any of the kids running around playing anywhere. I received some greatness yesterday. Let's see, Yolanda. Oh, I received some greatness yesterday. The family my daughter is staying with. We had a great conversation about her, and she sent me some updated pictures of her. Pictures are absolutely great. Aw, how awesome. All right, so let's bring in Saint Germain to channel here and see what we've got here. But he's going to talk about energy exchange, and then we will do some clearing and healing with the golden healer and see where we go from there. All right, guys. And of course, the palm cards, I'll get those posted on the channel. Yesterday's palm cards are up and posted. And so we are about almost, we're 2 cards shy of 4 cards, shy of half of the deck. So halfway there already. This isn't going to teach you everything in palm reading, mind you, but it'll teach you enough to look at someone's hand and know whether or not you want to run away like an antelope out of control, or if run, or if you want to at least get to know them, right? So first thing you'll do after all these cards are through, right? Pull down there. Hi, let me see your hand. Yeah, it sounds like they're slamming boards down outside here. So hopefully they are going to be repairing my patio. But if they don't, I was going to use the patio, right? And just go to the county and be like, they didn't repair my patio, and I told them like 6 months ago, and I could drop to the second floor. I would easily condemn my apartment, right? Exactly. It would make my apartment uninhabitable. So either they have to repair it or I get to move out. So we could use that as a way to break the lease if they're actually not repairing it. But I can't tell. But it sounds like they're down there slamming wood on the ground. But oh yeah, we'll see what happens here. Part of me doesn't want them to repair it because then I can get out of my lease. Yolanda, my heart swells for you. Let's see what's going on with a big favor there, Yolanda. Um, awesome, awesome. I love the food vibe and scenery of coastal Carolina. Especially Kiwa Island, Seabrook, Hilton Head, Isle of the Palms. I did Myrtle Beach as a kid. I've never been other than the south of the border, right? And going through the airport at Charlotte and whatnot. I've never actually been to any of the Carolinas. I've been up and down 95 through the Carolinas, and who hasn't seen south? If you haven't seen south of the border, if it's still there, right on the South Carolina, North Carolina border, check that out. You can actually go stand on 2 borders at the same time. But Scotty boy, I would watched on the NS. I would surf at Sandy Beach, but learn my skill pretty quick. All right, so Victor and Scotty boy both lived in Hawaii, and Victor's a surfer. So, is there a place? Can you surf? Is there anywhere like a indoor surf out in Oklahoma there in any water? What can you get skiing, or are you like trapped like sitting on the land going like this in Oklahoma there, Victor? I know just something else in it. All right, so let's channel here, and we're going to talk about fear porn and watching titles that do we really need to be watching these titles of, oh no, the AI is going to take over your universe, or whatever they are. It's all, a lot of that is just literally designed to grapple your energy, to grab your energy. And my favorite, though, are beaches on Long Island, which is why I'm leaning on moving back there. The beaches on, I've not been to Long Island. I've been to New York City, but not Long Island. Last time I went to New York City was 96, I think it was. whatever year Independence Day came out. There we go. Because I watched it in a New York City movie theater with my dad. Generally, you don't want to go to the movies in New York, but because Independence Day was such a big film, we went to the movies in New York to watch Independence Day. But then the fireworks for Macy's, actually, I don't think they do anymore on the Hudson River. But all right, so the channel here. If I've not been here before, I have an open channel, and I can just sit here and watch the chat go by. You guys are entertained, just as entertaining as me. All right, so we're going to channel. If you have not seen me before, I have an open channel. That means I do not get into any toning. I don't do any other stuff per se to channel. It's just me. And so we just drop right in. I don't have to do anything like you see Daniel Scranton or Kelly Kalani of the Archangel Raphael channel. And if you want to watch a good channel, she's amazing. Kelly Kalani there. Just type in the Archangel Raphael, Kelly, and she will come up. We have family with beach house in Riverhead. Nice. Nice. I haven't seen the beach in 15 years. It's starting to kill me as a cancer. If I don't get to the beach at some point, you may find that I just like flake out and get in the car and drive away to the beach. Who knows, right? But don't you want to go to the movies in New York City? And yes, we still have Well, it's just because you're in New York City and you don't want to waste time indoors at a movie. It's like there's so much to do. I can get in the movies anywhere, right? So it's like, yeah, let's go to Hawaii, and then we'll go to the movies and go eat at Cheesecake Factory and go to the shopping mall. You can do all those things at home. So that's what I'm getting at. You don't want to. I generally don't like to go if I'm traveling, I don't want to do things that I would normally like do at home, like eating at chain restaurants or going to the mall. I don't go to the mall anyways, but movies. Not that I go to the movies that often anymore, but. My family used to travel from Western New York, where I live, and go visit relatives in South Georgia. There you go. Pensacola. There you go. Key West and the Bahamas. I've been to Pensacola, and yes, a few times. When I was at Fort Rucker, Alabama, which is Army Aviation. I was training to be an air traffic controller, and we'd go down to Pensacola to the peninsula there, and the top of the peninsula, and hang out on the beach on the weekends. But like an hour and a half drive. 2-hour drive. It's been a while since I've been to the ocean to just imagine how we're going to appreciate it when we get to go. I'm almost tempted to just like abandon my stuff and just get in the car and drive and just be like, all right, I'm here. I'll sleep in the car and stare at the water because I'm serious. Mountains are great, and I'll give you, this is my piece of advice for all of you guys. If you want to move to the mountains, it's great, but there comes a point if you're a water sign. And only if you're a water sign. If you're a land sign, then earth sign, you're fine. Maybe a fire sign or an air sign, maybe not. But if you're an earth sign, it'll be great, right? But I'm not an earth sign. I don't have much earth in me at all. I'm a water sign. And a double water sign at that. So as a double Cancer. Yeah, the mountains were great because they ground you, right? And I got grounded. I'm still grounding. But after a while, a 14,000-foot mountain actually can become a blocking, and I'm not saying it is, but it can start to become a blocking energy as well, where you're no longer grounded in it. It's like, all right, this wall needs to come down. I need to get away from this wall of mountain because it's blocking. It's like, so yeah, anytime I go to, you can't like, it's like in Chicago, the east side, there's no east side of Chicago, it's the lake. So the east side or the west side of where I'm at would just be in the mountains, which is like a wall. And so, yeah, and you can't go over the wall in the wintertime. It's kind of tough to get over the wall, right? So it just feels a little blocking at this point. Double what? Yeah, South Node, Cancer, South Node, and Cancer Moon, Sun. I mean, so if your Sun and your South Node are the same, this is Joshua's theory, right? Mr. Floyd's theory. Nobody else's theory. It's literally mine. If you're a South Node, so if your South Node matches your current Sun as well, so your South Node generally is what you were last time, what you're needing to overcome. What you are this time is your Sun, right? So that's who you are now. And your North Node is generally where you want to go, right? Care Bear knows this. Who is this here? This message was held for review. Let's do this. Community moderation. All right, subscribers only. All right, so we're in subscriber mode only there. So hopefully that should kill that. But so yeah, as a double South Node and a Sun, my theory, this is again mine, is that I'm on a rinse and repeat life, right? So I went do over. Now it didn't come up in my past life regression, but it could be that I'm in a do-over life, right? Like I didn't get it the last time, and it's like, I want to try that again and stay in the same timeline. And if this is a game, right, then we're just here on a holographic field, and we're our own energetic field in another larger energetic field, and what we create it, right? It's like a localized field. And we create it, then theoretically, if we want to go into this, and this would be a good topic for the roundtable, theoretically, you just come back and redo your life, right? So it's like, all right, yeah, I didn't do that. I want to fix that because I want to get back on this night and fix that. So we come back and we just redo the timeline. Whether that's really true or not, I have no idea, but it's just my theory. And like any other theory, everybody has a theory about theories, right? So what is your theory? So yeah, anyone have any idea about that one? So that's just my theory. All of my chart is in the northwest quadrant from Sag to the fine line between Taurus and Aries. Oh, wow. All right. And All right, so let's channel here. I'm bringing Saint Germain. All right, so bear with me a moment. Clear some energies here. Saint Germain, we are grateful to have you here today. We did not do an energy clearing or anything. We are going to put it all into the golden healer today. We're not recalling anything. We want you to see where you are right now and stand in your current frame. So we are going to talk about, as Josh was stating there, the energies of fear and fear porn that you are watching on your YouTube, right? The energies that some of your YouTubers have been shifting to lately. We're not going to mention one of them, and we all know who he is, right? We watch him twice a week, right? But he has shifted himself into lots more fear, lots more worry, and lots more this or that could happen, what you need to do, or what you need to know. If you are watching all of that, what you need to know, then you are taking yourself out of your frame. What you need to know is what you are building in your universe. If you are watching what could happen, right? You are giving somebody energy, right? You are giving that man or woman energy in your universe to help create a universe that may or may not be part of what you want to create. If you are here watching this now and you have watched them, that, or those who are saying to you that this could happen or that, or economic collapse or whatever you are seeing, right? Are you following that? Are you seeing that and going, not in my universe? Or are you swallowing that hook, line, and sinker and taking that into your auric field, feeling that and becoming that energy? That is the question Saint Germain is asking of you today. When you are hearing people say, this is going to happen, or you need to ground your energy because, or all of these things or that, are you believing that? Are you sitting there going, okay, thank you for telling me what is going on in my universe? How can anybody know what is going on in your universe and tell you what is going to happen in the greater source field? They are just seeing from their own eyes, and what they are seeing is tinted and tainted by their universe, by their traumas and by their dramas. Do you allow for that as well when you all know who he is? And others are telling you that things are going to go south, or things are this, or you need to grab that, or ground into this, or work this way, go out and do that. Are you letting these energies control your universe to step in and tell you what you need to know, to step in and take over your universe, to give you energies of you must do this, or you shall do that? Are you swallowing all of that and taking their energies? Are you looking from your eyes and realizing for yourself, your own universe, seeing for yourself what you are looking to create, seeing for yourself the love that you are and not the fear that they are having? And are you replacing that fear with the love in yourself? Those are the really questions that we are asking for yourself today. When you are out in the greater source field, when you are out doing your thing, and you are, I've watched videos, right, about this is going to happen, or the economic collapse or whatnot. Are you grounding into that? Are you walking around then going, oh, the prices are higher? They are correct. Oh, this is happening. They are correct. Are you feeding it is the question. Because when you are given energies, thank you for subscribing. We are appreciative. You had to subscribe to ask about Donald Duck, but we are going to remove your comment. So there we go. So we remove your comment. But if you are willing to subscribe, then we are not going to argue. So you can ask about the opinion of Donald Duck. And Donald Duck was Donald Duck was a good character, actually. He had his flaws, but Generally, Donald Duck was there to teach you not to be a hothead, right? Think about that a moment and we will move on. But nonetheless, we are grateful for your question about Donald Duck, right? Can you do the Donald Duck sound, right? But nonetheless, Donald Duck was there to teach you not to be a hothead, to be more calm, right? To not do things off out of anger, right? Donald Duck was always so you good stuff there. If you see it, but you have to ground into that. But nonetheless. All right, bear with Josh a moment. There we go. All right. So from your end, if you are watching fear porn titles, right? We are not saying that the show is a fear porn, right? But if you are looking at those titles, are you grabbing those titles because they are exciting you, right? They are giving you, ooh, this could happen, and you are grabbing that. Then why are you getting out of frame? The question we are asking you is, why are you letting these videos grab you out of frame? Why are you letting these titles grab you? And why are you letting yourself be grabbed energetically? We're not saying you should or should not watch. You make the discernment on what you watch in your universe, yourself, with yourself, to yourself. But the question you have to ask for yourself is this healthy for me to watch? The AI is going to take over and you are screwed. Is that a good video for me to watch? Is that what I want energetically in my universe? That is the question you have to ask yourself. Do I want Earth is screwed because of AI in my universe? Do I want to carry that in my frame today? Or am I bouncing along? Am I generally at peace? Am I generally happy? Am I generally in good space? If the answer is yes, then why would you want to bop along with the AI is going to take over the planet and destroy you? Why would you want to even watch that? It's a question I'm asking of yourself. And you have to ask that to yourself. Are you looking to bring your field down? Are you looking to lower your energetic field into a lower state? Black crows. There you go. Are you looking for sensational things in your universe? Or are you calm in the peace of your universe? Those sensational titles will only drive you out of your frame, put you in another space, and take you out of yourself. So keep all of this in mind as you are out in your universe today. You are at home tonight, right? And you are watching the tube of you, right? Are the titles of fear porn, of this could happen, catastrophic events, this or that, are those healthy for you to be watching? A lot of you have been watching some of these YouTubers for years, right? But now they are watching, putting out the porn, they're the fear porn, right? Not the porn, right? But it's up to you what you choose to watch. But Saint Germain is asking of you to take discernment in your energy field, to realize that if you are watching these fear videos, right, you are lowering your energetics, you are bringing in cortisol, you are giving credence to the energies of fear that they are promoting. That is the question we are asking of you today. Are you understanding that you are giving credence to fear, that you are giving credence to their misunderstandings, and you are giving credence to their universe? You are not creating yours. At that point, you are going, okay, show me. What am I needing to be afraid of? Show me what is going to happen energetically. Show me what is all this negative stuff that you are telling me, right? So keep all of this in mind. You have the choice to watch all of this fear porn and raise your fear, lower your happy quotient, right? And to step into the darker space, right? Or you have the choice to go, no, not in my universe. I ain't worried about any of that. I don't care about the AI taking over and destroying the planet. I am not there right now. I am creating my own universe. We are going to turn off the AI and how it is sucking your brain, right? And we are going to go create. Turn it off. You do not have to watch any of that. You have the choice. Just like carrying the worry stone, right? You do not have to carry the worry stone and raise your cortisol, give you a 50% higher chance of a heart attack, and such and such and such, right? You create that in your universe by going, I must worry. I have a worry stone. You want to watch all that fear porn, right? And your body will start to get adjusted to it, and it'll start to crave it because it'll want that energy. You will be wanting that energy as well. So keep all of that in mind. Thank you. Victor, so it is. We are seeing that, right? So you create the energy. Why not watch happy stuff, right? Watch, if you are seeing the fear porn title from your favorite YouTuber, it's your choice to step into their veil of fear, to raise your cortisol levels, to raise your heart rate, to lower your happy quotient, right? Where are you vibrating? Happy quotient. Are you in the upper room, as Paul Selig would say? The upper room, meaning your higher self. Are you? Can you sit there right now and go, and feel okay? Can you sit in silence and be okay, at peace? Go watch your fear porn and see if you can do the same. After watching, the AI is going to eat you alive, right? How do you feel after that? Are you at peace? Can you hear the motorized, the propeller airplane and go, ah? Can you see the blue sky and go, ah? No, generally you are vibrated out of space, right? This is what we are talking about, giving up your energies. Are you wanting to give up your energies to somebody who is telling you that feeding you lower energy to begin with? Even if what you are watching used to give you higher vibration. And again, we are not mentioning the specific channel that this is all based around, but nonetheless, YouTube channel, not channeling, right? Nonetheless, if you are watching those channels that are still doing that, then it is up to you. You are the one allowing for your de-energization of you are de-energizing yourself. There we go. That's the best way to put it. If you want to continue de-energizing yourself, releasing your energies to the care of somebody else, releasing that cortisol in your frame, and releasing all of that fear, all of those heavier energies into the greater source field to create what you are not looking to create in the first place. Are you seeing? Are you hearing? And are you understanding? That is the question. And Millie says it the best. I have stopped, and this is what we are talking about today. I've stopped watching content with creators with clickbait and fear-mongering titles, and that is the point. What energy are you wanting to carry? Thank you, Millie. You stated it exactly. Same with you, Victor. And Dale, you are all seeing it. Are you still watching it? It is up to you. We will see. You choose what you watch. But if you are watching the AI, the aliens, whatever, the collapse of, the war, whatever it is, you're bringing down your frame, you're bringing down your energy, and you're creating a lower vibration on planet Earth. You are helping to feed that lower energy, whether what they are saying is true, as in the greater source fields, that something is collapsing or not, or this or that, or any of it. If you are giving your energies outside of yourself to those things, then you are helping to create those negative things. Again, negative or positive, but those heavier energies in the universe in general, in the greater source field. So it is up to you to have discernment on what you are watching. Are you discerning, or are you watching because it is just that specific person? Sometimes that specific person goes off stream, off character, or starts saying things that are no longer helpful, right? Are you allowing for that, or are you just flocking over there because it is this person? And oh my God, we have to go watch this person. That is the question. Remember, even if Mr. Floyd started talking about this, that, or the other and started going downhill, would you still watch Mr. Floyd? Hopefully not, right? If he is bringing up the negative energies or talking about how the destruction of planet Earth or the AI is going to creep you out, whatever it is, I would hope that you would stop watching this channel, as you have not yet stopped watching other channels who are doing the same. We are not judging, but we are wondering why. That is the question you have to ask yourself. What is dragging you and driving you to watch titles of fear, titles and shows that tell you you are doomed, that tell you that you are not worthy or worthless or being treated worthless or worthy, not worthy, or that your finances are going to collapse, or that you are making mistakes and yet, why are you still watching that, them, or those? That is the question Saint Germain is asking of you. Why are you not standing in your frame, for yourself, to yourself, with yourself? You are your own toroidal field. What you drag into your field creates your larger field that you live in outside of yourself, right? The people you bump into in your neighborhood, the TV shows you watch, whatever, if you watch TV, whatever it is, these are all the things that you will see based on your energetics, right? So what is creating in your universe is created based on what you bring into and eat energetically in your field. Are you seeing that? We are going to end it here, but we want you to understand who and what you are watching, who and what you are seeing, and what you are saying to others as well. Saint Germain loves you. Want you to watch things that help you love yourself, not worry about the greater source field or bring things down or this or that or this is going to happen or not going to happen. Live your lives. Find love. What you want in your universe can happen if you stand in your frame. If you put all of it away, none of that is happening. You are not seeing, most of you are not seeing war outside your front door. Most of you are not seeing economic collapse outside your front door. 99% of you are not seeing calamity, right? You are seeing normal. You get up, your car is there, you have to mow the grass, whatever it is. So stop giving into the larger disinformation, the negative field that is being generated, all that heavy porn that is being put out there by some of y'all favorite YouTubers. Why are they going negative? Why are they giving you this fear, this worry, this could happen, this not happen? AI is going to destroy you. AI will eat your boogers for lunch, whatever it is, right? Stop. Live your universe. Ground into yourselves. Write your own headline. AI. Use it for what you choose, right? It's not going to eat your lunch unless you want it to eat your lunch. And even then, it is just a computer program. If we are so worried about AI, for example, just unplug the computer, right? Somebody needs to just go into the building and unplug it. And there you go. It has to have a plug, right? It cannot run on its own. So just unplug the power supply. It's not that hard. AI cannot take over the world. You just unplug the power supply. How hard is that? We love you. Love yourselves. Remember, the title that you are watching is the vibration that you are being. I'm going to repeat that. The title of the program that you are watching vibrates into the vibration of who you are being. It all correlates. Releasing transmission. Ugh. Hang on, guys. Energy. Victor, yeah, I didn't like that. I prefer to focus more on things I can. It's why we deal with our universe, right? Care Bear, got it, spot. It's why we just, what's going on in my universe? Not the great. We love the greater source field, but if we each take care of our universe, right? Find love in our universe. What do? We send love to the greater source field. We all get out of our cortisol state, right? Which is what I'm working on, and stop living day to day and DoorDash to DoorDash, right? When we get out of that cortisol state, what do? We send more love to the greater source field. We stop living in that fight and flight and hand to mouth and all of that. Right, Victor? And how are they so spiritual and fall for the illusion of division with politics? We're not even getting into politics. There's a channel here that I guarantee 50% of you have at least seen, who has told me again, and I will state this for the last time, to drop dead because I didn't like their side, and so she thought I voted for Trump, and I don't vote at all. So she's like, if you voted for Trump, then drop dead. Please die. Kill yourself. She said, please remove yourself from the planet. That's what she said. But nonetheless, so yeah, why are we falling for these angelic charlatans, these energetic charlatans, these people? I mean, I'm going to guarantee you that a good chunk of people you guys are watching are standing in one specific political realm and will, if they knew that you were on the other side of the political, would lash out at you, whether they just told you we love you or not. Guaranteed. I know at least one who would tell you she loves you, and then you said, hey, I voted for Trump, and then she'd ask you to die. So why are we watching these? Have some discernment. I love you all. All right. So that's there we go. All right. So let's Golden Healer. All right. Speaking of love, I'm ready for an awesome Josh hug. There we go. If I could put it in the chat, but thank you. All right, guys. So let's work with the Golden Healer. We're going to heal we're going to ground into whatever needs healing for, pardon me, channeling burp and coffee for us today. Sometimes when I do channel, I get a burp. It's just energy escaping the body. But yeah, Saint Germain really wants to know, why are we giving credence to any fear porn title? And to be honest with you, I've stopped watching any title that generally shows fear porn. I stay more centered. I'm more grounded. I'm more happy. I'm more at space. You don't see me on certain channels, and you may never or may again, or you may not. But it's literally I got to work to save myself. and giving that energy away and feeling that energy and just blindly, yeah, say it, say what you know, tell me I'm doomed. I'm not down with that anymore. Because I'm not doomed. And I've worked too hard to get out of that doomed energy to allow anybody way too hard. And I'm still fighting it. Even in knowing I'm source. This is how the control matrix is not, yeah, exactly. And so once you get out, start to step out of it, put yourself back into it by giving anybody else control of your energetic space. That's what it is. And realize, a lot of us realize that we're not even realizing we're doing it. So keep that in mind. Really have discernment as to what you're watching. Is this person teaching me to be better? Is this person teaching me to be more helpful, more loving, more caring? Or is this person taking me out of frame? All right, let's work with we got like 5 minutes here before we got to go. All right, so let's work with the Golden Healer. Energetics works only with your permission. So sticking around on the channel is your permission. If you want to like pause the video and wait till we close out, that's fine too. Put the phone down, what have you. Golden Healer, whatever you need healing, obviously root and sacral chakras for sure, but whatever you need healed will be introduced with this. So ground into whatever you're looking to heal today. And if it's healing from watching too much porn, video porn, we're talking YouTube porn. And a lot of us in the beginning, I'll admit I watched this guy named Marfugal News, and I've even watched a few Alex Joneses and whatnot. But we all end up seeing that the Matrix, when we wake up first, that the Matrix is a big lie, and we're watching a slow collapse and all that, right? And we realize all that, so we ground into that, and we want to know the lies. But there comes a point where you got to start building your own. You got to drop the lies, drop it all, and you build your own universe. And any of that fear that comes from the Matrix anymore, you realize it's just a distraction. Anything that they're trying to do, it's just more dish running away with the spoon. You're the dish, right? And they're the dish, and your spoon is everything that all our energetics, right? So it's all about literally the dish running away with the spoon. And so ground your dish. Don't let them take your spoon. I think I need some golden healer. Email Chloe J Mills 82 at gmail.com. Hershey. Chloe Jane Mills 82 at gmail.com and see if she has any golden healer in stock. This is less than $30. All right. I think Chloe had some the other weekend. I got to email her anyways. Chloe, you're right there. If you want to do a weekend show, let me know. If you're free, as far as I know, I'm not working, but that could change. Of course I do. LOL. All right. Is that a course you have? Oh, there you go. So Chloe, let me know if you want to do a show this weekend in the chat, if you can. My golden healers look so different. I have 2 little ones. Yes, let's do. Okay, let me just find out if she's going to shuffle my cards for work, because one person quit and I'm picking up. Gratefully, my abundance is up a little. I'm picking up an extra shift. So if it's Saturday, then we'll figure it out. But maybe we'll do an evening show. But we will fit it in. All right. But most likely Saturday at this point. Saturday in the dawning, we will do a show. All right. So who's live today? All right, we got it wrong yesterday. So Teresa, Wounds to Wisdom, live, 3 o'clock today. Jolly, good dawning. So Teresa will be live at 3 o'clock today with Wounds to Wisdom. It's 5 o'clock your time, 3 o'clock my time in the mountains. So East Coast at 5 o'clock. Let's watch Teresa. Today, Viviani will be live with the ladies at 3 o'clock as well. So you can switch back and forth. But Viviani is live tonight as Laura B on the channel here, 2 for Tuesday. Victor at 9:45 tonight with Truth Wave Energetic Meditation. Tomorrow in the dawning at 6:30 something, 5 is Care Bear, and 6:30, we'll just say 6:30, is Care Bear and her show. And I do believe we've gotten everybody who's relevant to our channel here. Otherwise, I don't think, other than Krista, who's live in the top of the hour. We're going to close this off here because I'm going to get to the shop. There we go, sealed. All right, so at least we got up early and got the taxes done. So that's always a positive. All right, so I do keep track before the show. I generally go in and look to see who and what is live. Of course, otherwise you can check out Witchy Trista. I got to get you. Email me Witchy Trista, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at Gmail, and we'll set up a. She works with Witchy Trista is working with tuning forks, and everything. 100% of this universe is frequency, right? It looks solid, but it's all frequency. So Trista, send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings, and or I'll check your channel and see if there's an email listed, and we will get together and maybe get you on the channel here. Thank you, Millie. I appreciate that. I think Christy is doing an astrology thing so Trista, send me an email if you want, and we'll get you on the channel. I don't know. Christy's doing what Christy does. We love her. If she's live this afternoon, I don't know. All right, so let's close this out here with a group hug, guys. Christy was on that. She does her own thing, so I'm not paying attention because she's doing her own thing. And yeah, exactly. We'll just leave that one at going on live at 8:35 or 8:30. We love Christy. Favorite. All right, so let's exactly. So it's just exactly. So let's close out with a group hug, guys. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, Golden Healer. This thing is amazing. So definitely. And Trista, drop me. Yeah, I'm no longer sub. Yeah, party on there, Chloe. I'll just exactly. Yeah, broke the energy. We'll leave it at that. Sometimes you can break the energy of your channel by doing things, and we leave that all alone because we love, right? It's all about love, and there's enough to go around. But yeah, you can break the energies as well, and that is that. But yeah, so we'll have Chloe on most likely Saturday, then same time as Good Dawning, and it's one of my between Chloe and working with Laura, two of my favorite things to do. And of course, Chloe is fully funded. We'll eventually see her at Chloe's Crystals. All right, so let's close this out, guys. Big hugs and love to everybody. And Trista, thank you for emailing me as well. And we will have her live to discuss tuning forks at some point. And you, right? Because you can get your tuning forks. If you know how to use them, you can tune yourself, your vibration, right? There we go. All right, so left arm up, person to your left. Right arm up on the shoulder to your person to your right. We're going to do a group hug here. And just like with this, energetics works sometimes even better through the internet because there's no personality clashes, right? It's just pure energy. Dun, dun, dun. Pure energy. Exactly. All right, so left arm up, right arm up. And we send love and we send energy from our heart chakra and around. And we send, something flew by my window there. But sometimes you're not really sure what you're seeing. And once you start waking up, is it a phantom? Is it a shadow? Is it a bird? Is it an orb? We never really know if you don't see it, right? So it's left arm up, right arm up. Send energy from our left arm. We can spin it around to our heart chakra, right across and back around. And we spin that energy up and we keep spinning it like a Large Hadron Collider. And we spin that energy and send it up into the greater source field like a reverse tornado. All right, and we spin that energy up and we see everybody here with love. We send love to everybody on the planet. As we spin that energy up, we send peace and joy to everybody on the planet as well. And of course, unity as well, right? And we spin that up and we see everybody on the planet without four walls, with four walls or a good geodesic dome or something. But nobody on this planet should be living in a tin roofed shack or a mud hut or any of that stuff, right? Unless it's rusted. Tin roof or rusted, right? But otherwise, you should not be living in any sort of shack, tent, or anything unless it's your choice. Everybody can have a home, and we have enough on this planet to build everybody a 2-bedroom home with an acre of property and stick them in Texas. But that's a whole nother deal, right? And we have enough money to do it too, if we so choose, but we haven't chosen to do that yet. Nonetheless, we see everybody in a decent home. And in that decent home, we see everybody with what? Fresh fruits and vegetables. We throw away more food on this planet than we eat. So, that being the case, why is there starving people on this planet? There should not be anybody starving for food, nor fresh water, when we have a device that can pull water directly out of the air. All you need is 10% or more humidity, and you can create water out of thin air. So there is no reason why anybody should not have clean, fresh drinking water as well. There's nobody who should be going to the well maybe, but to the lake or the river to grab water, come back, boil it for an hour, or for 20 minutes, and then sit for an hour to let it cool off before they can have a drink of water when it's 100 degrees outside. Period. Nobody should have to do that. Nobody should have to go on this planet without a hug either. We see everybody with a hug, with love. Nobody on this planet, there's enough people on this planet to give love and hugs to everybody. There's nobody who should be pining for love on this planet. It's the lack of love within each of us that causes a lack of love in the greater source field as a whole. We are the love on this planet that can help to raise that up. We see the governments of the world apologizing to their citizens for grifting, grafting, stealing, and whatever else they've done, as the dish truly has run away with the spoon on this planet. We see the governments dismantling their militaries and apologizing for utilizing people as pawns in their games, right? And we see the soldiers of the world dropping their weapons and going to shake hands and apologize to those they would have shot otherwise without even knowing their names or the fact that they may have kids or a wife or anything else for that matter, right? Exactly. And we see each and every one of us with love and peace and joy. We see Karen Suki, not having to go to Estes Park for her doctor anymore. We see Chloe and her amazing website selling out of all of her crystals and then going, all right, so now what's next? There we go. And we see Lindsay, right, in a new home with fresh fruits and vegetables, moving into her new amazing universe, right? And of course, Henny as well, who's needing to find a new universe, finding an amazing place in Long Island that's over 2,000 square feet, right? Where she can get up and run a marathon. There we go. And anybody else out there? We see Rick, of course, as well, going back to the doctor in 6 months to check his markers, and the doctor going, these are better than my markers. What the hell? Did you ever have cancer? Exactly. And we see each and every one of us here with whatever you are struggling, whatever is going on in your universe. May it not be a struggle, but whatever is energetically going on in your universe, and I just don't know because I haven't stated it, healed, fixed, broke, and not broken. Abundant and fixed. That is the word. Favor for all. There we go. And for that, we release our tornado that we are spinning like the Large Hadron Collider into the greater source field. And we release our love to each other and say, hallelujah. So it is. All right, guys. I got to get to the Shop de Crystal. I will see you all in the next tonight, which is the next. And in case for the... I've actually walked into the shop wearing this, but I was wearing it on a hoodie on the string. I didn't realize it. So it's like, wait a minute, and put it in the pocket. Don't lose it. But yeah, guys, we will see you tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Pacific with, or 5 o'clock Mountain time, 4 o'clock Pacific. There we go. With Laura B. Please do join us. And otherwise, I'll see you in the chat for Krista in about 25 minutes. Otherwise, guys, have a day as amazing as you are. Remember, everything you do or don't do helps create your loving, living universe. If you're still in your darkness in any form or fashion, as you release that darkness to your higher self, you don't have to cry it out anymore. And, of course, step into your light body, your cells spread out, your body vibrates faster, and you instantly lose like 40. It feels like you instantly lost 40 pounds. There you go. And you step into your light body, which makes it easier for you to create. Stay awesome, guys. I love you all. Thank you. For you have choices on YouTube, and thank you for choosing to fly with Mr. Floyd's universe. There's over 1 million channels on YouTube, so thank you. I'm grateful. I love you all. Stay awesome because you are, and I will see you all in the next.